Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey, everyone.
No, nothing is wrong.
Good. I'm just going to...
Okay, we are back with part 10?
Yes.
Yes, 10 of our Metroid Let's Play. And we're just getting... upgrade we're missing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it dawned on me that we neglected a few upgrades. Two big ones in dealing with RIdley, which would make Ridley's battle a lot easier.
Yes, so we are going to get said upgrade.
Yeah.
And then hopefully get back to battling Ridley.
Yep. That's the goal. Whoa.
Yep.
Had a really good lunch today after
Yes.
singing lessons.
Yes. After my singing lessons, Connor and I went to lunch.
Yep.
I usually have singing lessons on Friday, but the last 2 weeks I had to change them to Saturday.
Right.
Which is the day it is as we're recording.
Yep. There we go.
Yes.
Whew, good enough.
So, yeah. We know as you're watching this, it's the beginning of March. It is still mid-February as we're recording, so we are almost back to doing a month ahead of time.
Yeah.
Once we start recording the second week of March, I guess we will safely be a month ahead of time.
Yep. That's been our life goal the last few days, actually.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're happy about that. Because we like to be far in advance, so, you know, if life comes up or other things come up. Again, apologies for the heater, it is still cold here. I have no idea how March is going to be here. It probably will still be cold, at least for the first half, but who knows? You never know with March. It could be either way.
Damn it!
Wow. This is an intense little area.
Yeah.
It's like somebody put the aliens on hyperspeed.
Yeah.
And it lagged for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. I made a terrible mistake.
The things we do for weapon upgrades.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, it was kind of treacherous weather out there, but we made it back safely.
Yep. That we did.
I did my singing lesson, we had some lunch, then we headed home, and now we're here.
Yep. That we are.
Yep. We've just been taking it easy, trying to, you know, hang out, have some fun together,
Yep.
take care of things.
Okay. Good.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what to talk about as we go along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope this year has been good for you guys so far, or at the very least not too stressful.
Yeah.
Connor and I started doing Tai Chi at the beginning of the year, and have been going through with that once a week.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. It's been relaxing. And yeah. Other than that, I'm still tutoring the kids.
That is true.
Yep. So yeah. One of my groups that I'm tutoring was regrouped, so I'm gonna have one of the students is going to be the same, but the other 3 will be new kids that were previously with a different tutor.
Gotcha.
And as I suspected, the kids that are doing really well have either stopped doing tutoring or gone on to a different teacher. And I am, meanwhile, helping the kids that need a little extra help.
I see.
Yeah. So the weakest kid in that group, skill-wise, I'm not saying it to be rude, but the one who needs the most help in the original group is still in the group, so I'm thinking the kids... The new kids are probably, they need more help than what the other group was giving, I guess. But, I think it should be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure yet, but I might sign up to help with some of the assessments next week, but we shall see. You know what we should do? We should go to Barnes & Noble again, too.
Yeah, we probably should.
Get some books. It's dangerous, but yes. Just as we have to visit our video game store before the month is over.
Yeah, we do.
We try. We don't always make it, but we try to go once a month to our retro game stores.
Yep. Our beloved retro gaming stores.
Yes, both of which are named after birds, quite amusingly.
They are.
Because it's probably like you said that the other store wanted to do Raven as well, but our first store that we were going to has Raven.
Uh-huh.
Because one of them's Play Raven and the other is Stormcrow, so...
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was you who hypothesized that they wanted to be Raven as well. Yeah.
Storm Raven, Play Raven.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't have worked out very well. I think the reason we assumed that was Stormcrow has joined the murder.
Uh-huh.
Which is what you call a group of ravens, I believe. But I could be wrong. Maybe that's for crows as well. Crows and ravens look very similar. You have to look very carefully to tell the difference. I noticed. Apparently, Baltimore's football team thought ravens were better looking.
Well, yeah. That, and they were playing off of...
Poe.
Yep.
I know, and he didn't write a play called The Crow. I mean, a poem called The Crow.
No, he did not. Quote the Crow.
Yeah. Being the goth that he was.
He was.
Which I say with love
affection,
and affection. Yes, I do like goths.
Yep, so do I.
Mm-hmm. Both male and female. I'm not picky.
Yep. Good. Yeah, this is where we needed to go last time, so... Okay.
And same with punks, as long as they're nice. You have to be nice people.
Yep. Okay, so... Is it up here? Is there anything up here? Yeah, there is.
If you're not a nice person, it's a waste of good fashion, I feel.
Yep. Fair argument. Yeah. I hate these dragons.
Yeah. Scary. There we go. Yeah.
Yay!
there
I got
it
the
is.
screw attack.
The screw attack.
That's one of the things I need. Let's see.
And we don't mean the channel.
Yes, that was...
I see now, finally, where their inspiration was.
Yep. They named themselves after the Metroid. The first Metroid game.
What nerds? No, I'm kidding.
They are.
I mean that affectionately.
So do I.
Actually.
Same. You could say they were...
Video game nerds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I mean that in the affection too.
Yes. Not all of them were angry.
Correct. Some of them were happy.
But, yeah.
As I always love to bring up.
The happy video game nerd.
Yep.
He didn't last very long, though.
No,
Poor
he did
thing.
not. He did not, unfortunately.
Even now, nowadays on YouTube, anger is more popular than
Right.
happy.
If he stuck with it, he probably would have been a hit if he... Although I feel like maybe he should have ditched the sock. But I can see what he was doing. Ah, the glory days of YouTube when there were like 5 or 6 video game nerds who expressed their...
Yeah. When the most we had to worry about was human channels ripping each other off,
Oh yeah.
rather than soulless corporations making
Yes. An algorithm.
nonsensical AI videos
Yeah.
that just encourage brain rot and
Yes.
break the community terms of service but are still allowed up for some reason.
Although it should be a little easier to fight now that I've got the screw attack.
But heaven forbid we get actual humans to review all the channels.
Uh-huh.
That would cost money.
Yes. Too bad I don't remember how that song went.
We like money. Money is sweet.
Yep.
And then it's like...
That's all I remember.
What else?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of too afraid to actually try to watch that movie.
Yeah. I've been told it was borderline insane.
Yeah. Well, I think you and I saw the same review for it.
Yep.
More
It's
than
always
likely.
yeah. It's always set in my mind's curiosity. A movie that was trying to be, I swear, everything and anything.
Yeah. Because they're like, yeah, so we want you to tell this famous movie story, but with Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. A formula that other movies, I would argue, as bad as they were a bit better at that formula. Like Tom and Jerry meets The Wizard of Oz, Tom and Jerry meets...
Yeah, at least it
Willy
was
Wonka.
incorporated in a way that made a little more sense.
Yeah. Tom and Jerry, the movie from 1990
Yeah.
was like, let's be like the Rescuers. Let's be like...
Yeah, because it's like they did that formula and they didn't say what movie, so they're like, what movie? I don't know. You think of something.
Yeah.
A race? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. Quick, tell me all of the race movies that could vaguely involve a cat and a mouse.
Uh,
I only know one, sir. That's fine. Write it down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I can kill those things!
Yay.
Finally, those things were a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Those little bird head things with little rocket exhaust fumes attached to it.
Yeah. Man, the internet signal sucks down here.
Yeah, it has.
And we put the expansion, I forget, the booster. Sorry. I forgot the word, I forgot what it was called. But it's supposed to boost the Wi-Fi signal.
I see.
Although
I
it's
see.
over there, so maybe it doesn't make it all the way out here very well. But it works in my home studio, thankfully. Which is good, because I'm teaching those kids, and we still get bad connection at some times, but I try my best to not make the bad connection on my end.
Yeah.
I mean, the poor school I was teaching two of my groups in, they basically lost their internet connection at that school, or it was like really bad, to the point where I feel so bad. Like the whole time the kids were complaining, not just in my group but in other groups, where like I heard the teacher. I don't blame him. I mean, he probably was hearing it all day, but he lost his cool and was like, I know the internet's not working. Stop talking to me about it. There's nothing I can do about it. Stop telling me. Just do the best you can. But yeah, he was losing his cool. Because you know how it is these days, we're so dependent on the internet.
Yeah.
That of course, this current generation of kids is going to freak out. Just like you were about to, but you paused.
Yeah.
Because the HDMI went out. I don't know, this area looks very weird.
It does.
Oh no.
Fudge!
We are stuck.
Yes.
And just died. Well, that was tragic.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
This
was.
is awkward because Connor has to use the... Oh, good.
There we go.
He had to use the monitor, and the monitor's off by 1.5 seconds.
Yes.
To 2 seconds, depending on the day.
Yep.
It almost reminded me of, like, uncooked ramen noodle packets.
It did.
Yeah.
It did look like that.
Yeah. This area looks like clouds. I like this area. It's like little...
Agreed.
Or a little stoned. Either white stones or clouds.
Both would
Yeah.
fit perfectly well, actually.
Yes, I think so. I do like how, despite the graphical limitations, they're making a really unique environment.
Yeah.
Like, several unique environments for you to traverse through.
Yeah.
It just shows how much they could do even on the NES.
Yeah.
So that's why I get kind of bent out of shape when people go on this rant about retro games and, oh, the animation's so limited, the graphics are so limited. It's like, look how much they achieved with what they had available to them. Because I've seen some games that are graphically gorgeous, you know, brand new games, graphically gorgeous, and they suck. Like, they have no direction, some of them. And not all of them. There are some, of course, many modern games that do. But I've seen, I guess I'm trying to say, I've seen the polar opposite. I have seen a very beautiful game with all the most graphically intense, oh my god, it almost looks real type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But since they don't know how to program good levels or good story, it sucks. So
Yeah. Special effects without a story is a pretty boring thing.
Yeah.
Somebody once told me.
And yeah, like, so for example, an open world game is not always going to be clear-cut success, because there are some open world games that are just end up looking too empty. So
Yeah.
you really have, whether you have access to a lot of stuff or just a little bit of stuff, it's all about how you use it.
Correct.
And sometimes simpler is better.
Mm-hmm. That it is. I think that's where the Wii actually got its strength.
Yeah, so I mean, that's part of the reason I'm not usually in a hurry to buy remastered games, or like, especially nowadays, like, I didn't buy Crash Insane Trilogy or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, graphically it looked nice, but I had no problems with the graphics in the original. Yeah, there were some quality of life things that I'm like, yeah, this is good, but it wasn't enough to make me want to go out and buy 3 games I already own.
Right.
Like, for example, they added a save feature in Crash Bandicoot 1. That is excellent, but the save feature alone is not going to make me buy a game I already own. Because there has to be enough new stuff for me to make it work. And for some people, I think just updated graphics is new enough. But I'm not necessarily
right
in that camp.
That was funny. Just checking the map.
Yeah. And in the case of Spyro, they made a lot of art changes, like a lot of animation changes, that made it look kind of like a different game, frankly. And I'm like, I like the original art style better. So, that's the reason I didn't buy the Spyro trilogy. That, and they re-recorded the Spyro 1 lines. They had Tom Kenny record.
That's not fair.
I know! I was mad. Because I'm like that. I mean, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you're a Spyro fan. If this applies to you.
I know you're there, everybody.
Because I was about to say I'm in that low percentage, but I don't talk to a lot of Spyro fans, so I don't know for sure. I'll just say it this way. I am somebody who prefers the first voice of Spyro before Tom Kenny. And I always mess up on his name. I think it was Carlos something. I feel embarrassed that I haven't committed his name to memory, but what didn't help is that there were 2 very similar people that had similar last names, and I just have to make sure I remember the correct last name. But I like the guy as a voice actor. He's a very talented voice actor, and I'm not saying Tom Kenny isn't. I love pretty much all of Tom Kenny's roles, and I'm not saying he's bad as Spyro. He's good as Spyro as well. So this is not a, what? You were dissing Tom Kenny? Of course not. I love Tom Kenny. He's like one of my all-time favorite voice actors. But when it comes to Spyro the Dragon, my first game was the first Spyro the Dragon, and I liked his first voice the best. Tom Kenny does good, but he's not a sound-alike for the first guy, you know? He's different.
Correct.
He has his own take on Spyro, which he should.
Yeah. It'd be boring if it was exactly the same.
Yeah. And, you know, even worse if he was a sound-alike, because usually when they do that, they don't want you to know that the original was replaced.
Right.
Ironically, both of them are associated with Nick.
Yeah, as it turned out.
So, sorry for the noise, I was opening up the water.
That's alright.
So, I still have that conspiracy theory that somewhere along the lines, they wanted to make a Spyro the Dragon cartoon and put it on Nickelodeon.
That would logically make sense.
We have yet to find any kind of proof for that, because as far as I know, again, let me know in the comments, I'm the only person who has that speculation. And I'm going off of, you know, when we discovered there's actually a lot of Nickelodeon voice cast in the second and third games, so... And, you know, they had, the Tak and the Power of Juju cartoon, which I'm still debating. Was it a game first or a cartoon first? Again, if you know that, let me know in the comments.
Yeah.
I'd love to know. So, I was thinking, like, since they did that, and that was around the same time I think that Spyro 2 was out, actually. I could be wrong. Since they did that, part of me was like, were they actually thinking of doing a cartoon? Because then it would kind of make sense why they would have called up Tom Kenny. Because Tom Kenny was SpongeBob. And if, you know, they really want people to like the new Spyro the Dragon cartoon, it's like, well, let's get SpongeBob himself to voice Spyro. And, you know, we have that woman who was in Ginger, as told by Ginger. And we, you know, let's just get them used to the idea, you know, they'll listen to the voice actors they like on Nick. Although, of course, the first voice of Spyro was Rocco, so I don't know why they replaced him, but, you know, whatever.
Me neither. Nice.
Ooh.
Another energy tank. That
Okay.
brings me up to 3.
But anyway, that's my theory.
That's a good theory.
I know we found proof of a pilot for Crash Bandicoot cartoon.
Yeah.
2, I think. One was made much later and was, I think, going to be pitched to Netflix, maybe?
Aha.
Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's what I thought I heard.
I think you're right.
So, I would not be surprised... Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they initially were thinking Spyro would be a better candidate for a cartoon.
Yeah, makes sense.
And this is no offense to Crash. I'm thinking more along the lines of because Spyro actually talks, whereas Crash had some words, but doesn't really talk.
Right.
And then when he did in the Skylanders cartoon, see, that's my other proof to this conspiracy theory. Skylanders had a cartoon. You know, the horrible thing that happened to Spyro for a little bit. He became part of Skylanders.
Yeah. That is true.
The tragic thing about that is I kind of feel like they weren't sure what to do with Spyro, so at first they go in a more adult direction, like with Spyro in New Beginning and the sequel to that one. And then that failed horribly, so they're like, okay, well, let's make it more child-friendly and sell a bunch of toys. So they went in the opposite direction. So anyway, that's my theory.
It's a good theory.
Guys, let me know. And also, if like a few years from now we unearth this lost pilot for a Spyro the Dragon cartoon, and it was pitched to Nickelodeon, and Nickelodeon turned it down, hey, let me know. And let them know that I told you back in 2025. almost at 30 minutes, but
Right.
like before, we'll play until we get game over.
Yeah.
Or, whatever happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to have my snack.
Good idea.
So if you hear crinkling, sorry, this is me opening a snack.
Uh-huh.
All the bad sounding ASMR that nobody asked for. Crinkling wrappers, plastic bottle noises.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are some people that actually like those noises, but they're pretty commonly not liked noises.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Is this... Okay. Whoa.
Because I'm kind of stuck here, I hate to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this
Yeah.
area. Well, I at least got one of the things that I needed to get. An extra energy tank, which will make it much easier to fight Ridley. Oh! That's the other way.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so all hope's not lost.
Okay. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Lag.
Yeah. Too many bad guys on the screen.
Yep.
But anyway, thinking how much they were able to get on despite the technical limitations of the Nintendo Entertainment System / Famicom.
Yeah, I'm extremely impressed with everything they've put in this game.
Yeah.
Where, like, certain sections of it, you could almost trick yourself into thinking it was Super Metroid. Except that Super Metroid is, like, even more gorgeous.
Oh yeah. I remember reading somewhere, like, when EGM did its new greatest games ever around 2001, they did vote Super Metroid as the best game ever.
And, like, I was looking at Metroid 2 because I have no experience with that, so I was watching a video with it and reading a little bit about it. And it sounds like people really liked the gameplay of the sequel, but they felt like it had graphic limitations. And it hit me that, like, yeah, with how well this is designed, the Game Boy sequel does look like it's going backwards, graphic-wise.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what little I've seen, even though the colors are good on the sequel, graphically it kind of looks like more what you'd expect from an NES game than, like, you know, what we got with Metroid. If that makes any sense.
It does.
Now, granted, making a Game Boy game that looks like an NES game is pretty impressive.
Oh yeah.
But I think that fans were spoiled by the first game, so that's why Metroid 2 was like, oh, what is this?
Underappreciated.
Yeah.
The return of Samus.
But it apparently had a lot of gameplay upgrades that became staples from then onward, so that was pretty cool to read. I never got Metroid 2 because I didn't own the original Metroid.
Right, I never really appreciated it when I was a child, and this isn't really a kid's game.
Right. Yeah. I could see some little kids liking it, but it's very difficult, so I could see a kid losing their patience pretty quickly with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, if we're wrong, if you were...
Congrats, my man.
You know, if you were 5 or younger and you played through all of Metroid, first of all, wow, what an achievement.
You put me to shame.
And second of all, you know, let us know. We'd love to know about young kids enjoying this game.
Mm-hmm. Here it is.
Oh.
So refreshing to kill that thing.
Yeah. You're getting a nice long one out of us today.
Yep. Okay, let's see. I think this is... Yep, this is the one.
Okay.
So... yeah. This will make the fight with Ridley a lot easier.
Looks like it.
As well the screw attack, really, because we just screw attack some of the bad guys to death.
Right.
Yep.
Much like how you play as Samus in Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Sounds like the kiddies are getting into trouble.
Yes, the kitty just jumped off from somewhere high and thud on the floor up there.
Mm-hmm. Look at all... wow, look at all that damage. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the fight with Ridley.
Yeah. Now it's like, I'm coming for you, Ridley.
Yes.
Better watch out.
Yeah. And...
Odd.
very odd. Only one section? Oh, fudge. No, no, no.
No. No. No.
That would really suck if this is where this story ends.
If it is, we'll face him next time, but...
Yes, that'll be next time's episode.
yeah, because it doesn't seem like that breaks those. We can't quite get enough leverage. This is probably it, guys.
Well, we had a good episode, I think.
Yeah. Bye.
Take care,
See you
everyone.
next time.